I'm still here at the hospital. I have been leaving during the day, sleeping here at night. So I'm gonna leave in here in a few minutes. And what's interesting, there's a lot of things that's interesting, but this last 10 days has been very interesting. We've been at the hospital. I've been here with my husband, and um, we've just been experiencing a lot of different, and I'm not on here medical experience, but I just want to share my experience here at the hospital. And what I want to say is, family members, please advocate for your loved ones. We've experienced some things, and if was not here with my husband, I think things would have looked a lot differently. um just having someone, just being present, being watchful, observing things, being able to express them. Like with my husband, he's been in a lot of pain, so he wasn't always aware and alert. And so fortunately for him, I was here with him. So that's not necessarily my topic today. But I do want to encourage you to advocate, because so many times, well, two things. One is, um, not only advocate for your person while they're in the hospital, but also advocate for them before they ever make it to the hospital. Um, I'm trying to figure out how much to share because my husband is currently out getting tested. Excuse me, I'm trying to find something to drink. One thing about these hospital rooms, this is the driest air I've had to experience. So on top of me having laryngitis this week, top of me trying to fight off some type of I don't know if it was an infection or a cold or whatever it was, but dealing with this hospital air has been very, very dry. I guess I'm gonna share a little bit. I met a lady yesterday, and she was on the elevator, and the two of us said we exchanged numbers, and we're gonna reach out to each other because I've been here, like I said, almost 10 days. She's been here 30 days. Cannot imagine sleeping on this little bitty couch. I mentioned this last time, I did lay one of those body massaging mats. I had to go to the store, get one of those because my first couple of days were just unbearable sleeping on this little tiny couch. It lets out, but it's not comfortable. I also got a heating pad, as well as I did something else. I can't remember what it is right now, just to try to find a little bit of comfort in the space that I'm in. And I was talking last time about what can you control in your life. And for me, that's what I could control. How are you doing? He's not here. Yes, he went down for labs. Yes, labs. Yes, ma'am. I said lab, excuse me. I think it was an X-ray. So sorry. I think it was. I think. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He went down for X-rays, but he'll be back. Yes, ma'am. Okay, thank you. Um, that is to be determined. Because he was on pain medicines, it's hard to kind of gauge. And so what I've been expressing is to make sure there's no infection still there. So I can't answer that question. I'm asking others not to be subjective. I'm trying not to be subjective. So the test, I guess, will reveal where he's at. Thank you. So that was a couple of doctors just walked in. And I've literally, what my concern has been is, and I'm trying to figure out how to say this because I don't want to be, I'm not devaluing anyone's opinion. And I know that doctors go to school for a very, very long time. But what I have experienced since we've been here has been some subjective opinions versus objective testing. And so one of the things that I've also noticed is them treating for pain versus treating, and like I was just talking, sharing with the doctor, is let's do some tests, let's run some tests, let's do some labs, and let's look at the numbers and see what they're saying. Um, I don't know if I'm trying not to say too much because My husband is still being treated, and I want him to receive the best treatment that he can. Um, but I just we have to advocate for our loved ones, I guess is what I want to say. We just have to advocate for them, be the voice when they can't. We that may require us doing research. And I always tell people we will research the most interesting things. We will go online and we'll research our hair, our wigs, our pieces, all that. We'll research it. We'll research our sweaters, our shirts, our dresses. We will do all the research in the world when we go buy that first home or that first car, right? But when it comes down to actually doing research on our health and our wellness, a lot of times we're just like, I don't know, and so we don't do the research. So I'm strongly advocating for my husband. So while he's sleeping, while most people are sleeping, I'm up and I'm trying to learn that way. Um, I can be more aware when they come in and they say they've done this or they say they've done that. I can ask questions, and I'm just gonna share this with you guys. When you do that, please be prepared for some pushback because a lot of people don't like you to ask questions, and that was one of the things we had to address today is um, patients have rights, and one of the rights they have is to ask questions. And just because a doctor says or someone else in a position of authority says something does not always make it 100% accurate. And I'm not we've had some good medical professionals as well as some not so great ones. We've had some come in and tell us, I have no idea where this infection is coming from. We've had others who've contradicted things that the medical book says. And again, every case is going to be different. Every person is going to be different. And I'm not even on here to even be disputing that. I just wanted to let you guys know what my experience is because, again, the name of this show is the Life Reimagined Show. And I am reimagining my life and I'm continuing to plan out my future. As a matter of fact, Mr. JB, um, currently a Village Lunch, but I just joined his program, so I can't wait to see where my life is going to be in the next year. I just took $100,000 challenge, so I'm paying for a course. He's gonna guide us through the course, and I'm gonna be sharing with you guys what I'm doing, what he's asking me to do. I already know. I already know it's gonna be a challenge. It's gonna be hard, but I'm up for the challenge. Even though I'm currently going through this, I'm going to see how that's one of the things me as a coach also. Um, Sometimes it's easy to just assume that all people need is motivation or all people needs encouragement or all people need is guidance. And let me tell you what, I am self motivated. And this has been one of the hardest 10 days. One of the hardest 10 days. And I want to save my life. And it almost has been because when you have someone, that you care about and they are in a medical emergency, it's very difficult to focus on anything but that person, particularly, like I said, when I'm trying to research at night and the daytime. Me and my mom, we're still dealing with probate stuff. We're still dealing with some other she's dealing with some other legal stuff. I'm dealing with my nonprofit, dealing with my business, children, husband, all these things. And it's like, how do you still manage? How do you still cope in the middle of a storm? And so last episode, I talked about pivoting. And basically, and we all know what a pivot is, it's just turn. It's just turn. Really, it's just adjusting. Um, I can't control a lot of things that are going on right now in my life. I can't control them. All I can do, to be honest, from my perspective, all I can do is have faith and trust. Um, and that's what has been keeping me because it's been a very difficult season. Not just that, I've talked a little bit about this last time, having a community, having friends that support you, family that support you. My mom absolutely amazing. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to I know she's carrying a lot of my weight. She's helping with the kids and taking them to school and picking them up and things of that nature. So, yes. Oh, thank you so much. I see you said, I'm sorry, and I can't see the names because I'm on my phone and everything's so small. And I see you, Miss. Um, I can't see your whole name, but 3444. Hello to you too. Thank you guys for joining me on this journey. But I really have a lot of things going on in this season, and I really am reimagining my life. Some people may know I stepped away from my job about 4 months ago. I thought I was going to totally focus on my book. I thought I was going to totally focus on my business plan and nonprofit. And guess what? Like I mentioned, my mom was going through legal stuff with the vehicle. She's also going through probate court, and so we've been dealing with a lot, and everything but what I planned. And so it's so funny because here it is, I walked away from a job and I was thinking, okay, I'm going to have all this free time. I actually now have worked or been, my time has been consumed with different things, everything but what I thought I was going to be working on. And so, like I was just saying a moment ago, I'm excited to see where I am this time next year. One of the things I do still believe in is always planning, having a goal, and to add to that, like I was saying a moment ago, it's just to pivot. When those plans don't work out, don't quit. And I'll tell you the reason I say that is, for those of you who don't know my backstory, I lost my 7-year-old daughter, Naomi Love, about 15 years ago, and um, 10 of those years, is almost like I literally lost my identity. And when I look back and I think about my life, a large part is because I did not have a plan. Before that point in my life, I had accomplished every goal I ever set. I do have my master's in human resource development. I was supervising over almost 200 um, employees. And I was just every goal, like I said, I was accomplishing. And I noticed that it kind of gave me something to look forward to. And when you don't have that, it's almost the opposite. I feel like the further people are away from their purpose, the more, for me personally, that's when I went into depression, is because I didn't know what my purpose was anymore. I was telling you guys about the lady I met on the elevator, but before I do, I'm going to share. I had an opportunity to meet someone when I was here as well.